how we are going to the moon. 4K and quote. Between 1968 and 1972, America achieved the extraordinary by launching 9 human missions to the moon, with 6 successfully touching down. 12 astronauts had the privilege of taking historic steps on the lunar surface. Now, NASA is preparing for the next chapter of lunar exploration, aptly named Artemis. But this time, we're not just going to the moon. We're planning to create a lasting human presence there and beyond. The ultimate goal: to pave the way for ever more complex human missions to Mars. So, what does an Artemis mission look like? Everything we're about to do begins with one crucial element in mind: the astronauts. They're the heroes of this deep space adventure. And their ride, it's called Orion, a human-rated spacecraft, built in 3 essential parts. First, the crew module, where up to 4 astronauts will live and work throughout their incredible journey. Then, the service module, packed with life support systems and its own engine and fuel reserves. Last but not least, a launch abort system, equipped with engines capable of ensuring the crew's safety in case of any launch mishaps. For launching both our crew and heavy payloads into space, NASA has designed the Space Launch System. This beast of a rocket comprises a cargo hold, an exploration upper stage, a massive core stage, and 2 extended solid rocket boosters. It's nothing short of the world's most powerful rocket, surpassing even the legendary Saturn V from the Apollo era. When it's sitting on the launch pad, fully fueled, it weighs just over 6 million pounds, with 5.2 million pounds of that being fuel. Once those engines roar to life, there's no turning back. 2 minutes after ignition, the solid rocket boosters have done their job and are released. 8 minutes after launch, the core stage is spent and separated. The upper stage briefly fires, placing Orion into a parking orbit around Earth. Here, the crew readies the spacecraft and checks systems to ensure everything is prepared for deep space travel. Whither and quat, go and quat. From mission control, the crew reignites the exploration upper stage engines to leave Earth entirely. Timing is critical. It's the key to escaping Earth's gravitational pull and setting a course to intersect the moon days later. After this maneuver, the upper stage of the SLS is jettisoned, and the crew aboard Orion coast for several days toward their lunar destination. As they approach the moon, you'll notice a fundamental difference between Artemis and Apollo. No more do we require Orion to serve as an expendable lunar command module or carry a constrained lunar lander. Artemis missions take a smarter approach. Pre-staging. Everything needed for lunar missions, from rovers and science experiments to human-rated systems, will be positioned in advance by commercial and international partners. This includes a dedicated lunar station in orbit around the moon, known as Gateway. At the station, we can pre-stage a robust lunar lander and establish a powerful communications relay. Designed with open standards, the Gateway can expand as new missions and partnerships develop. This means multiple human missions on the moon simultaneously and ongoing science even between human missions. The Gateway can also adjust its orbit, unlike Apollo missions, enabling access to every part of the moon. But the real game changer: the Gateway's unique halo orbit perfects the maneuvers needed for Mars missions. With a growing list of commercial and international opportunities, the Gateway becomes the ideal hub between Earth and the great unknown. Now, back to our crew as they approach Gateway. The Orion must match the elliptical orbit of the station for a successful docking. Once on board, pre-selected crew members transfer to the lunar lander, while those assigned to Gateway stay on station. The lunar lander system is built for 3 unique steps: descending from the halo orbit of Gateway down to a low lunar orbit, descending from low lunar orbit to the surface, and once the lunar mission is complete, launching from the moon's surface and ascending all the way back to the orbiting Gateway. Upon rejoining the Orion spacecraft and undocking from Gateway, the crew fires their engines to break free from the halo orbit. This slings the spacecraft around the moon, placing it on a multi-day trajectory back towards Earth. As they near the end of this epic journey, the service module is released, and the crew module is oriented heat shield first. It enters Earth's atmosphere at a blistering 25,000 miles per hour. The air friction slows Orion down, considerably, while exposing it to temperatures of 5,000 degrees. But with the Orion now cruising at just 300 miles per hour, a series of uniquely tested parachutes deploy, bringing the craft down to a gentle 20 miles per hour for splashdown. With each successful Artemis mission, we're ushering in a new era of lunar exploration. We're preparing the way for the next generation of explorers, ready to take the next giant leap. Together, we're on the verge of going beyond, reaching for the stars and making history once again.